Okay, well, our first award goes to the undergraduate group. If you guys want to say the title of your work.
Come up front and face everybody.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got to start with my PhD student of a few years ago.
So our project was entitled Investigating the Effects of Video Games on Visual Attention.
And it was an exploratory capstone project that we did for undergraduate research, and it was cool.
And let me tell you how they made their way here. In April, the University of Kansas celebrated 100 years of psychology in the psychology department, and I went to that celebration, and they had an undergraduate poster session. The last poster in all of them were these people, and it's a wonderful poster. So I'm hoping you'll all stop by and talk with them.
Yeah, so we honored Sarah and Karta previously. Crystal, sorry. But Haley?
Oh, no.
Haley's not here.
Haley's not here, yeah.
Okay.
Evangelina's not here. This is Sarah.
Okay, so, well, if you guys will accept on Dr. Evangelia Christikun.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, sure.
Sarah Hancock, come on up.
I think somebody just came in.
Okay, so next up we have Sarah Hancock. And Sarah, if you could please tell us your presentation.
Okay, we are presenting a website adherence to the APA guidelines for telepsychology. So basically, we use the guidelines that were published by the APA for telepsychology to create an ethical analysis checklist to determine how well websites that are actually out there in the real world are adhering to those websites that were published since 2013. And my poster is right over there. I'd be happy to talk to anybody who's interested about it.
And a
Absolutely.
little closer.
Congratulations. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
And let me just say one thing too. Where's Sean? Is he in here?
John.
Sean. Sean Tennis? There he is back there. Sean is he's our secretary, and he works with Disney Productions. And he had Disney Productions design our presidential citation, so it's a little extra special.
It is.
And Mickey Mouse is about to.
Alexander Spalding, if you want to come up.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
Good, thank you.
If you want to tell us about your
Sure.
poster.
Yeah, my poster's called #disconnected. My boss one day was talking about how much she hated how much her husband looks at his phone when she's having social interactions with guests coming over, things like that. And actually doing a little digging, Pew Research has done quite a few studies looking at that. Most people think it's harmful to use their phones when in a social context, and yet something like 90% of people reported doing it in their last large social interaction. So a lot of people do it. There's not much research on it, and so what we did is we looked at just general how much time people reported engaging in face-to-face communication, and we've previously seen that related to increased tech usage, increased social media use, increased emailing, all kinds of tech. And this time we also asked people about how much time they say they look at their phones when they're engaging with others. We correlated that with a lot of personality traits, things like impulsivity, neuroticism, extroversion. Also looked at empathy, perceived social support. And the more people use their phones when talking with others, the higher their anxious attachment is, the lower their openness is, the higher their neuroticism is, the lower their empathy is, all kinds of stuff. So small picture-wise, my boss took those findings and said, honey, stop looking at your phone when you're engaging with other people. Big picture-wise, we are looking at a construct that hasn't been looked at before and just exploring a bunch of correlations and relationships there in an issue that seems to move a lot of people but hasn't been looked at in psychology very thoroughly to this point. Yeah.